How to overcome the fear of death. Daisaku Ikeda's philosophy. In this video, we explore the profound philosophy of Daisaku Ikeda, former president of Soka Gakkai, regarding life, death, and human dignity. Drawing from Buddhist wisdom, Ikeda presents a revolutionary worldview. Death is not a dark void to be feared, but a natural, peaceful pause in an eternal cycle, much like sleep before a new day. Grounded in his writings like The New Human Revolution and his dialogue with historian Arnold Toynbee. Choose Life, this guide unpacks how facing mortality directly empowers us to live today with unshakable courage, compassion, and purpose. Discover how viewing life and death as two sides of the same coin can free you from fear and fill your daily life with profound hope. Chapter 1. Facing Death to Truly Awaken to Life. To truly understand how to live, we must first dare to look at death. Daisaku Ikeda, in his historic dialogue with British historian Arnold Toynbee, titled Choose Life, warned that modern civilization suffers from a dangerous tendency ignoring mortality. We treat death as a taboo, a distant shadow to be avoided. But in doing so, we accidentally diminish the value of life itself. Ikeda argued that avoiding the thought of death leaves us unprepared and fearful. When we view death merely as an empty void or an enemy, every passing year brings anxiety. However, when we face mortality directly, a powerful shift occurs. Death becomes a mirror that reflects the absolute preciousness of our present moments. In The New Human Revolution, Volume 4, Ikeda writes that overcoming the fear of death begins with realizing that our core life force is eternal. Think of life and death not as a beginning and an end, but as two sides of the same coin. Just as night allows the day to rest, death is simply a quiet intermission in a much larger journey. When you realize your existence isn't a fragile, one-time accident, the fear of the unknown fades, leaving behind a deep gratitude for the gift of today. Chapter 2. The Oneness of Life and Death. Shoji Funi. At the heart of Buddhist philosophy is a concept known as Shoji Funi, the non-duality or oneness of life and death. They are not two separate opposing forces. They are two expressions of a single, continuous life stream. In his 1993 address at Harvard University, Mahayana Buddhism and 21st Century Civilization, Ikeda explained this profound truth using a simple, universal metaphor, the rhythm of waking and sleeping. Every night, we fall asleep. Our conscious mind rests, yet our life itself does not cease to exist. During sleep, our bodies recharge, merging quietly into the background of night, until we awaken refreshed to greet a new morning. Death operates on the exact same principle. It is a period where life merges back into the vast canvas of the cosmos, gathering energy until conditions are right to manifest as new life once again. As noted in the Wisdom of the Lotus Sutra, death is not a tragedy or a defeat. It is simply a stage transition, a moment between acts in an eternal play. When you view death as a necessary rest that guarantees a vibrant new beginning, fear gives way to serene confidence. Chapter 3. Transforming Illness and Aging into Wisdom. Two of the greatest triggers for our fear of death are growing old and falling ill. Western culture often equates aging with loss of value, and illness with defeat. Daisaku Ikeda offered a radically uplifting alternative, viewing age and sickness as vital opportunities for creative growth. In the seasons of life, Ikeda compares human life to the four seasons. Youth is the energetic spring, adulthood, the vibrant summer, and middle age, the bountiful autumn. Old age, then, is the silver winter. Winter may be cold, but it is not dead beneath the snow. Trees store deep nourishment to prepare for an even grander spring. Aging is not a fading light, but the golden phase where a person's accumulated wisdom, character, and warmth shine brightest. Similarly, regarding illness, Ikeda built upon the teachings of his mentor, Josei Toda, writing in The Human Revolution that being sick does not mean being defeated. Confronting a health challenge can deepen our empathy for others who suffer and forge an unbreakable inner strength. When we use life's physical hardships to refine our spirit and inner transformation, Ikeda called human revolution, aging and illness cease to be terrifying shadows. Instead, they become the very soil from which true character grows. Chapter 4. Eliminating Fear Through a Purpose-Driven Present. Why are so many of us terrified of dying? More often than not, it isn't death itself we fear, but the realization that we haven't truly lived. We fear leaving behind a mountain of regrets and unfinished dreams. Ikeda frequently cited a famous teaching by the 13th century monk Nichiren. Single day of life is worth more than all the treasures of the major world system. The value of a life is not measured by its length, but by its depth and purpose. A long life spent in passive distraction can feel hollow at the end, while a short life lived with passion and integrity leaves a legacy that shines forever. In his book, Youthful Diary, Ikeda urged people to pour their entire heart into the present moment. When you wake up each morning asking, "How can I contribute today? How can I live true to my values?" your life force burns brightly. By burning completely in the service of a noble mission today, you leave no room for regret tomorrow. A life lived with 100% effort in the present builds an inner fortress that no fear of death can breach. Chapter 5. Living for others expands the soul. When our focus is narrow-centered entirely on protecting our own ego, wealth or status, death feels like a total catastrophe because it threatens to strip all of those things away. But when we shift our motivation toward altruism, something extraordinary happens to our consciousness. Throughout his international dialogues with global leaders like Nelson Mandela and peace activists worldwide, Ikeda observed a universal law. Human beings become extraordinarily resilient when they act for the sake of others. Quoting an ancient Eastern proverb, Ikeda often noted, "If you light a lamp for another, it will also brighten your own way." In the wisdom of the Lotus Sutra, this path of active compassion is described as the Bodhisattva way. When you take action to encourage a struggling friend, lend a hand to your community, or plant seeds of hope in another person's heart, your sense of self expands beyond your physical body. You realize that the good you create and the love you share ripple outward infinitely, knowing that your spirit and ideals will live on, and the lives you've touched dissolves the lonely anxiety of mortality. Chapter 6. The Great Cherry Tree. Eternal Hope and Joy. At the foundation of Ikeda's philosophy is an unshakable belief in the ultimate law of life, what Mahayana Buddhism calls myoho, the mystic truth of existence. He often illustrated this with the image of a majestic, ancient cherry tree, the Ozakura. In full spring, the tree bursts into a glorious canopy of pink blossoms, bringing joy to all who see it. In winter, it sheds its leaves and stands bare against the frost. Yet, even in the depths of winter, the tree is not dead. Its roots hold deep life force, quietly preparing for its next triumphant bloom. In his work, Discussions on Hope, Ikeda concluded, "For one who lives in harmony with the eternal law of life, life is joy, and death is equally a peaceful, joyful rest." With this perspective, death is no longer a dark abyss, but a victorious finish line for this life, and an exciting starting line for the next. It is like an actor stepping off stage after a brilliant performance, knowing they will return in a new costume for an even greater play. By aligning our lives with this eternal rhythm, we can conquer the fear of death, entirely living every single day with magnificent joy, purpose, and peace. Ending. Thank you for exploring this profound journey into the philosophy of Daisaku Ikeda. Whether we view death as a terrifying end or as a peaceful rest before a grand new spring changes everything about how we live today. By embracing the oneness of life and death, we can shed our anxieties and fill our present moments with courage, compassion, and unshakable joy. Live today fully, care deeply for those around you, and treasure every precious moment. Thank you again for watching until the end. If this message brought you peace or inspiration, please like this video, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more deep dives into life-changing philosophy. Until next time, live with purpose and stay hopeful. See you in the next video.